And that is why this is not a subject that I want anybody to run into. Run if you want to, run if you will. But if you're going with me, we're going to do it right.
Yes, right. That's right.
Or don't do it at all. Because what we are doing here is we are coming out against the oldest profession in the world. Satan has been working this one since, and here we come out thinking that overnight, really? Really? And so the first time when somebody offered to help me, and they were going to buy a farm just near Zivarasek, or this lady had come from Australia, and she had met a friend of hers who was doing the same kind of ministry, and she came back here and she said, God, give me somebody, and we met, and she was one of my members in Pekwe. And we came together, she and I. And she said, Pst Len, and it was a farm, it had everything was there. The rooms, we could do sewing, we could do training, it was all there. And we went back. And she was going to go to the banks within that month or two and get things sorted out. And within 3 weeks she was diagnosed with cancer and she was dead. My first one. My second one bought a farm. This was a colored man like me this time. That first one was a white lady. He bought a farm outside Marondera, and he even named it after our church, Living Waters Farm. And then before we could do anything, he was killed in a motor vehicle accident right in Marondera. And the third time, in the city of Pst Len, everything was going fine. I went to talk to the headmaster of the high school that I schooled in, John Bissika High School, and he said, Pst Len, here it is. They've got classrooms. The sewing machines haven't been touched for 3-4 years. Classrooms, there's carpet, everything, mechanics, everything you can. We've got it all. And it was going to work out fine. I had an appointment with the government official, Minister of Education in the Eastern Cape, and we were going to meet that morning. And when we walked into his office, he said to me, oh God, I can't. I said, why? He said, you're Marilia. I said, yes. He said, I'm Marilia. This will look like nepotism. We couldn't touch it. Now, but the Lord is God.
Amen.
So, I'm saying you're wanting to wage war against the guy who has been running and controlling the oldest profession in the world. How big a boss is that you're wanting to come against? How old a boss, how wise, how subtle a boss is that? And overnight we want to say, wow, let's go. And so very quickly, let me just recap what the two main truths that we gave you the last time together. And we took them from, remember we said to you that Christianity, and a lot of them are running this reaching crossroads. I was just telling the pastor that I met one in Johannesburg, and they just, everybody's gung ho, let's go. We're going to do a, what is it called, a Jericho march. Okay. And then we gather everybody together, we make our announcements, we put it out there, and we say on Wednesday, starting Saturday, Jericho March, and we all go into the streets, and we forget that the Jericho March didn't start. Joshua chapter 6, verse 5, it started in Joshua chapter 5, verse 13. And it started with Joshua standing, watching over the city, making plans. Oh God, God's people don't like to make plans. They like to run. Let's go do it. And then we plan along the way. And I'm saying to you, truth number one. This is how we said it. If you're going to do spiritual warfare, if you're going to go against the oldest profession in the world, first have an ear in heaven before you have a mouth on earth. First hear what God is saying. First see what God is planning. It took God, and we don't know how long before the creation of the galaxies and the planets, because time can only start at the creation of matter. Before matter was created, there was no time. How long before the creation of matter did God plan this business, seeing that the Bible says that Jesus was killed and crucified before the foundation of the world?